This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 5053 Gaviota Avenue, Encino, California, 91436. And this is April 25th, 2022. We're performing a sewer inspection. We're beginning through the 3-inch ABS plastic cleanout on the left-hand side of the house, as you're facing the house from the street. And this is going toward the front of the house. And then we're going to turn the camera around, and that's going toward the back of the house and the pool area. So we're going to set our camera right at the opening of our 3-inch ABS plastic cleanout, zero out our camera monitor so we get a good accurate reading. We're going to begin our inspection. We're going to have some fittings. It appears we have some 2-inch fittings coming across and tying in. Here's we're in ABS plastic pipe and fittings right now. We're going to continue to run out toward the front of the property and see if we can locate another mainline sewer cleanout along the way that may be buried. We could not see any other cleanouts. They just may be hidden under some foliage. We're going to continue to push out. The ABS plastic pipe and fittings appear to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. You got a little tiny bit of a belly right here, a little bit of standing water. Not terrible. We'll see how far this goes out, how long the belly is. We're at approximately 30 feet, and then we come out of it at about approximately 32 to 33 feet. So it's a very short belly. Bellies are somewhat common in ABS plastic. It all depends how the soil was compacted underneath. Sometimes it's not compacted well enough, and the ABS plastic will give a little bit. We're going to make a turn down here toward the wrought iron gate. We're now heading out toward the front door. Need a little turn. Now we're out in the front yard on the left-hand side of the front door area. And here's what we have, an inlet here. We're going to pause right here for a moment and locate this area. Okay, we located this area, and it is on the left-hand side of the front yard under the artificial turf. We're going to continue to push out now. Going to see if we can locate another fitting that may possibly be a sewer cleanout. That could have just been a tie-in to another branch line coming out. Another little tiny belly here is holding back some water. Making a little turn. Very short belly. Got a little tiny bit of debris here. Got some debris buildup because we're kind of flat in this area. The line doesn't have a 1/4 inch per foot of grade from what we can see, because we do have some buildup. But it's just a short area, and again, should not cause a major issue. I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, we've cleared our camera lens. We're going to continue to run out now. Coming up to a joint. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Going to continue to push out. have approximately 20-foot lengths of ABS plastic piping and fittings. Coming up to another joint in front of us. That coupling appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. Going to continue to run out. Coming up to another fitting. And that joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. And coming up to a turn right here. You got a couple fittings in the turn. And pull back, hold down one there. We're going to pause here for a moment. We're just going to check this area. Okay, we located this area and could not locate a mainline clean out. We're going to continue to push out. Making another turn. There's an inlet right there. So we're going to continue to push out. We have another coupling coming up to. That appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. Holding a little bit of water here. Holding back some water in this area with a belly. And then we got out of that area and we're clear now. I'm going to pull back a tiny bit. Now we just have a turn right here, so we're going to continue to push out. Yeah, very short belly there. As I said, bellies in ABS plastic piping are very common. As long as they're not 15 to 20 foot bellies, we're not too concerned about them. They will clear up. This piping is running a little bit flat more than likely because we do have some scaling and buildup on the bottom of the piping. It is a very, very long run to get out to the street, so more than likely they had to keep the line depth at a minimum. That's why we have little pockets of water and scaling, because it's running somewhat flat in this area, in certain areas. And we've got another little pocket area that we're holding back debris. Have a turn right here and maybe a clean out right here. We're going to go just right there and we're going to pause. We're going to locate this area.
Okay, we located this area in the driveway in front of the neighbor's garage. We're running some water to help clear up the line, and we're going to push out as far as we can. And then we'll look for a clean out on our way back in. Hold on a little bit of water there. Water again. pause there and locate.
Okay, we're out right now approximately 281 feet, and we're about maxed out. And we are into the vitreous clay lateral. We're just going to wait for a moment for the water to subside so that we can take a good look on the way back and see if we can locate another mainline cleanout buried somewhere so that we can possibly inspect out further and get all the way into the city sewer. We're probably 25 feet shy of the city sewer right now. So we're just going to pause for a moment and let the water subside. Okay, we are going to begin to pull back, and we are in the vitreous clay city lateral, which is the homeowner's responsibility from their property line to the city sewer tie-in connection. That joint appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. These joints are generally about 4 feet long. That joint has a little minor offset right there. Nothing terrible. A little tiny bit of an offset. That's common for vitreous clay joints. It's not terrible.
That's an ABS connection, isn't it?
I can't tell. It may be the ABS plastic to vitreous clay connection. It appears that it is. We pull back a little bit more, we're going to be able to tell better. But it does look like it is vitreous clay to ABS plastic. So we're going to continue to pull back. A short piece. Going to continue to pull back. Now we are in ABS plastic piping and fittings, and more than likely we're going to have long lengths of ABS plastic piping on our way back. Continuing to pull back, and appears to be a coupling. Appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. We may have we're going to push back out just a little bit if we can. It appears that we may have a clean out, or it could be the test tee. We're going to pause right there for a moment and locate this area. Okay, we located a clean out in this area. It was buried just below grade, and we uncovered it, and we marked it with an orange flag. It is on the left-hand side of the driveway as you're entering the driveway from the street. Marked it with an orange flag right next to the cleanout. So we're going to begin pulling back again and continue to take a look at the sewer line. Now that we don't have water running, we'll be able to see everything a whole lot better. We didn't see anything on the way out, but it's very difficult to tell when you're running water down the line as you're running the camera. So with the water off now, we can see if there's any breaks or root intrusions, separations, or offsets. As I said before, we do have some water standing in certain areas. A little bit of debris buildup, not terrible. It's very common for ABS plastic lines, and I'm sure it's been this way since the house was built, and we do not foresee an issue with small bellies, little 3-foot or 5-foot bellies. As long as they're not 15 and 20 feet, 25 feet, then we don't believe it'll cause an issue. So we're going to continue to pull back, have long lengths of ABS plastic piping. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. And there may be another buried clean out. We'll see on the way back if we can find any type of fittings. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. As I said, there are long lengths of ABS plastic piping. Continuing to pull back. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. And we're going to push out just a tiny bit. And we're going to pause right here for a moment, try and locate this area.
What's that plan, I believe?
Okay, we located this clean out under the concrete driveway at 2 foot 8 inches deep, and we marked it with a red crayon. We're going to continue to pull back now. Got somebody in the house running water, but we can still see the line. There's only a little bit of water running. I'm going to continue to pull back. Joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. Making a little bit of a turn. Now we're underwater a little bit. We had a little bit of a belly right in this area. Then we should come out of it within about 3 to 4 feet. I'm still underwater, but I don't know how much water we have running right now. And there is quite a bit of water running. That's why we were kind of submerged. There was a little tiny bit. I think there was about a 3 to 4 foot belly in that area. But with all the water running, it's going to make it that much more difficult to tell. We have other inspectors in the house and a lot of folks in the house running water. I'm going to continue to pull back. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. Making a turn. And there's a tie-in from probably the kitchen or the opposite side of the house. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. I'm going to continue to pull back. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. We have a few turns in that area. So we're going to continue to pull back. Short piece. Another coupling. Now we're pulling back toward our 3-inch ABS plastic clean out on the left-hand side of the house in the planter area. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Making a little bit of a turn. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. A little bit of buildup on the side walls of the piping, but not going to harm anything. Coming back through the front yard area. We are on the left-hand side of the front yard. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. Making another turn, and those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. Pulling back toward our 3-inch ABS plastic mainline sewer cleanout. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. There is a few tie-in connections before we get back to our mainline clean out. We're going to see some fittings here in just a moment. And on the way out, There's a fitting there and there, some more joints, tie in there. Then we have another one as we're coming back. And more fittings, and we are out of our sewer cleanout. And we're going to pause for a moment. We're going to relocate our camera equipment to the parkway area, or to the driveway area where we located the ABS plastic cleanout. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we are out in the front yard, and we have a 4-inch ABS plastic cleanout that is about 15 to 20 feet, about 20 feet away from the sidewalk area going toward the street. And we're going to insert our camera, and we're going to zero out our camera monitor, and we're going to run from here to the city sewer and inspect the. They're going to continue running out. We're in ABS plastic. We got a little debris on the camera lens. We're going to run out to the city sewer, and we should have some water running through, and we can probably rinse our camera. We're just going to run out. A little debris on it. Now we're at the transition from ABS plastic to vitreous clay right here. That joint had a little minor offset, not terrible. The next joint appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition. But we're going to run out all the way to the city sewer and rinse our camera lens so we can see a lot better. A little bit of debris in the vitreous clay lateral, which is common. Won't harm anything. It'll eventually wash through. We can't see all the joints great until we rinse off the camera lens. Making our turn. And we're down into the city sewer now. See if we have any water in the city sewer. We do. So we rinse our camera lens off in the city sewer. And this is approximately the middle of the street. Go in a little bit. Pull back. Right there. Keep going. Pull back. Right there. Appears to be a tiny little crack in the saddle area at the saddle fitting. We're going to blow that up on our laptop as well and take a look at that. That is the saddle fitting. You had a little crack in the edge of the saddle fitting. Next joint. I'm going to pull back a little bit more. Looks like we've got an offset here where you can see the majority of the face of the piping right there on the top. So it's shifted right there. You can see the face right there. So we're going to pull back some more. And then we're making a turn and coming back. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. We continue to pull back. There's the next joint, appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Going to continue to pull back now to our clean out. That joint has a minor offset, but still in fair and maintainable condition. Do have some debris in the vitreous clay. Again, like I said, that is common. Pulling back. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. Should be coming back to our ABS plastic to vitreous clay transition any moment. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. And that joint is the ABS plastic to vitreous clay transition. And has a minor offset, as I said, not terrible. Then there's an ABS plastic joint, appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Pulling back toward our ABS plastic sewer cleanout. Pulling up and out of our sewer cleanout, and that will conclude our video sewer inspection.